Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so as a manager, I want to be able to set the price.
The default
price for the cost of
the cost. Standard unit, cost of the standard units.
In a standard unit of measure.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
Yeah.
So that I can
determine or
perform the conversion.
Or the system will be doing the conversion, but I have to make the input. Actually, the first input, which is the one that you are talking about.
So the application.
Yeah.
To different
units.
All right. As a manager, I want to be able
to measure you.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I would say that we want to set the standard measure. To set the standard measure unit and the cost of it.
Oh. How about the second one? Do we still need it?
Therefore, we have to put somewhere the manager should know about at least. Because I remember we were putting the requirements for the application somewhere. I don't remember where exactly. We should review those requirements and let the people who will use the application that the manager should know at least a few basic things about cooking and how to run a cooking. A baking business, bakery business.
What do you mean? Like assumptions that we make?
I don't remember exactly where, to be honest. I don't want to make a big deal, but we have to review it to make sure that it's included. That's all. Not in this session, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's do this. It's so I want to be able to have to set the standard measure unit and the cost of the ingredients in that unit. After
the conversion.
Conversion. As a manager, I want to be able to establish a conversion table.
Or equivalency. The equivalency. A standard equivalency.
So that actually,
so that the system should be able to convert all the others.
Convert
all the others measurement units. I'm sorry.
Convert the cost of ingredients to different units. Okay.
That's right.
So I guess this is it for ingredients.
I was thinking we didn't add the ingredient. We can add
the manager should be.
Because
it could be the manager.
But the user recipe, the user is the one, right?
Yeah, but that's
suppose you already know that you're gonna have to.
That's fine.
I mean, you know for sure that in a bakery you're gonna need like flour, sugar, eggs. You don't need the chef.
You don't need the chef there. Yeah.
Then I guess it should be something like, as a manager, I want to edit the ingredient information, ingredient details.
Add an ingredient.
But here we are in the wrong section, actually, because if you want to add an ingredient, maybe
it shouldn't be the ingredient detail. It shouldn't be the list.
Oh, you mean the list?
Yeah.
I'm saying whenever you want to add a new ingredient that from zero.
Yeah. So maybe I should.
So it should be. I think the best place to do it is like in list of ingredients, because since he's searching, he didn't find. He added.
So we should move this a little down.
And actually, that the user story is very similar, for not saying it's the same, in the as in the user, the recipe user.
Maybe we could copy that.
That's why I told you. Yeah.
I think it's another box because you're going to another page. So here's this
There you
list
go.
of ingredients. A list of ingredients. If you can't find, you click the button. You go to another page. There's an app page.
So it should be
Correct.
Another box.
but it should it be the ingredient detail in an create mode or something?
You're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It should be the ingredient details, like in blank. Everything in blank.
Yeah, I want to add new ingredients.
You're right.
The ingredients so that I can
They are available. They are
So that
available
they-
for
so that-
recipe creation.
they become
Available.
available
Mhm.
for recipe
Creation.
creation or for inventory control, maybe. And then this moves a little further down. Do we need to do anything else regarding ingredients? Because we thought about cost, but it's also here in the ingredient detail, the conversion of units of measure is already here. Yeah, I guess this is it for ingredients, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's the
let's-
difference between the second one and the fourth one?
Which one?
Ingredient detail.
Let me see the fourth one, please.
The second?
Yeah, the second is, as a manager, I want to edit cost of an ingredient for a specific unit measurement.
This is actually what I had thought before, but we want to establish the default and then we have the conversion. You're right.
Yeah. That's it.
So I guess this is it. What else? So we should have the profit margin.
I have one more question. So this all in one table, or is it two table, one here and one including the description and the standard unit and the
In
price?
this moment, we don't know yet.
I don't know.
Yeah, in this
I don't
moment
know. I don't know, because usually when you write a story, you include it. If it is one form, you include it in one story
You got it.
because like it's all one.
in this the way it is right now, I don't think we're gonna be able to have it in a single table because if it's JSON, if it's Mongo, actually I think we can
Well,
because it's some objects.
but as I told you, we don't know right now at this point. I think
Yeah.
this is too deep for this session.
Yeah, in this moment
Okay.
I don't think we need that level of detail, but yeah, it could be.
I mean, there is something that we should think about, but I don't
Mhm.
think right
Okay.
now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because when I read the criteria of a story, is that if like it's very similar. For example, here's one field, here's another field of one table. You should not split it into two stories,
Mhm,
right?
mhm. But as the professor, as the client says, the customer says, sometimes you can actually
we can work like
Work.
We can plan our release based on user stories or user story epic user stories. Like we can group two different stories that are similar, that are related to the same thing.
Oh, it's not here, right?
So
It's
sorry.
not in this process. It's in
No,
the
it's
next
not
process.
here. Next step,
Okay.
we're gonna plan it.
Okay.
So profit margin. So basically, it's going to be just Just a
determine.
box of,
Yeah, exactly.
know?
Determine what
This is-
the
So this
performance.
is the setting page or something.
It's sort of a settings page. It's just that we don't have other settings, so we
Yeah.
we put the profit margin. Profit margin setting form.
Mhm.
And well, this is gonna be simple, I guess. For once.
But that's okay. That's okay. Oh, what are you talking about? The only part that we were arguing a bit was the unit
The
measurement.
units of
That's it.
measure.
Yeah.
That's it. Wasn't that bad?
Yeah. So as a manager, I want to be able to establish default.
How about the inventory? So the only thing we can do is like enter the inventory. That's
Let's
it.
talk.
That's
Yeah.
it.
We were
Nothing happened.
Afterwards, we can have a sales management system and then when we finish a sale, we can subtract that from the inventory. But this is
only for recipe.
For-
This
Okay.
is for
So
this
for
is
now,
for the
we
future.
only like store the data of the
Yeah.
inventory.
So this is going to help, as he said. This is going to help you to plan ahead
Mm.
in terms of if I want to create so many items of this specific recipe, do I have enough inventory?
Mhm.
So that's what the application is for right now.
Okay.
can calculate.
And then he can calculate the profit of it if I sell all of it. But it's not meant to be a more specific.
Okay, so that's it for the
So,
manager
yeah, for
role.
this user role, I guess this is it. We need to do the other one, which is
The,
the administrator.
Administrator. So is it just combine these two?
Sorry?
Basically.
Yeah.
It's
No,
called-
actually, the administrator is gonna be more related to user management, creating user accounts.
and
providing
the
access.
manager shouldn't be able to do that. So to do
I
so?
think it's more.
okay.
Okay.
It's more related to the support team is gonna be
Okay.
doing that.
So
enough.
for the admin, we only need to add one more flow. That is the user management, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for others, the same. With the manager, I guess.
Sorry.
She said that the home will be the same, apart from the fact that we add one more action, which is manage user, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I'm gonna change this. Actually, I think I should. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna get rid of this. We already had this somewhere else. Can I delete this? Oh, really? No. Yeah, we already had this somewhere else. Yeah.
Oh, I have one question. So if the chef add a new recipe and with some ingredients that is not in the list of ingredients that we have, then the price the cost of ingredient will not show, right?
The chef.
And the total cost of the product.
What's that again? I'm sorry. Could you repeat the question?
She said if a chef is adding a recipe and wanna add an ingredient that doesn't exist in the inventory yet, you said the price won't be shown.
No,
here.
it shouldn't.
Yeah.
But
So
also-
whatever we calculate is wrong. Then
The manager
Because it's missing
that's the manager
information.
work. That's the manager job to determine this in
okay.
order to know what the cost is and the presentation and blah blah blah. whatever.
Okay, so the manager have to like click order recipe to see if I have order conversion and order price
well,
of each ingredient.
the system should tell the manager
Okay.
whenever I have a new input, right?
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, he has to go all the time.
No.
I have a good, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but I guess we're gonna finish it pretty quickly. So for the administrator, I would say, well, we need the homepage. The homepage would be the same as the others, right? Except that it's gonna have the other.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks awful. I'm gonna refine it later, but only for the so function recipe list, functionality menu, and the user
management section.
management section.
Section
No section, like
in the menu, you mean?
like.
There's a link there.
What were you thinking?
I don't know. That would be functionality menu.
Yeah, I think it
Okay.
should be there actually.
Yeah. So it's the same.
So it's the same. Well, I guess the user stories for this part should be actually
The same. Yeah. So let's move on to the float, the user management.
Oh, actually, well, maybe we should add. Oh, what? Sorry. So recipe user, it's administrator, but then as an administrator, I want to be able to edit users user accounts and
Should we put it here or the next box?
Yeah, here
I want to be able to create users or manage users.
Not in here, Alice.
But then there should be at least some reference that there's going to be a button here.
You said functionality menu. Menus included in the homepage.
And well, it should be something here that
Why?
allows the user to do that.
But if you say so, why do you say, as administrator, I would like to click whatever, other
Yeah.
functions? Right? You're not doing with other link on the menu, then you should not do that as well
Okay.
here.
All right. I think it's obvious, but from my previous experience, obvious that does not exist.
If you want to make it clear, you can say functionalities menu including
maybe
user
a note
management
here.
link.
Maybe notes. We should put notes here.
Note about the
Functionalities menu should include the link to user account management and to authorization.
Is it a different link?
Yeah, I was thinking more like, well, we could work in two different ways. We could have somewhere where we only select create the users,
Mhm.
and somewhere else we manage the authorizations for users. have somewhere where we create the user, and then we from there, or maybe in the same screen, we select the functionalities. We could work with both.
Mm.
What do you guys say? Maybe we could have user account. So here, user account information. We could include the permissions, the authorizations here, right?
What is user account information form? Oh, okay. I thought it should be a list of user we have in the system.
Yeah, maybe we should have a list first.
Yeah, and then again an add button to add a new user.
Users list, user list. So list of users in the system. No, list of users. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be quick. It's gonna be just a list of users, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as a manager, or as a administrator, I want to be able to view a list of all the users. The users available in the application or registered.
Yeah, registered.
So that I can select them and edit their information. Do we need to have a search functionality here?
Probably.
As an administrator,
Yeah.
I want to be able to search users so that, yeah, it's actually the same business objective. They want to search for, select and edit. Administrator wants to see as an administrator, I want to be able to create. Are we deleting users?
Yeah.
Users.
At least they activate them. I don't know if deleting would be the proper word, but
maybe we should create it. In case they don't exist. Okay. Wait.
So did we add in the ingredient before the select ingredient again? Because if we dig down here, we should add select user.
Yeah, we need to refine that. Maybe. Whoa, what the? Sorry about the. Oh, it's a mess. Okay, that's a little better. I'm gonna fix this later. Okay, so that's it. So yeah, that's the user account. It should be as an administrator. I want to be able to save the user's information,
What kind of information is included here?
such as username,
Email.
email, phone number, maybe.
User role?
Yeah, user role.
How about password? Can the admin change the password?
Yeah. About passwords, I was thinking that maybe when we implement this, we could use a service for logging in for authentication, but we can work it out later.
Okay.
As an administrator, I want to use administrator. I want to be able to establish which functionalities are we creating user roles and relating them to the users? Like we create a logon and then we create we assign a user role
Privilege.
of recipe user for someone.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna.
So we're gonna have to create another functionality here, which is user roles, right?
I
So
guess.
here we are gonna.
Is it not? Couldn't be included in this user account? No.
If we do this, we are actually gonna go for each user, and we're gonna establish which functionalities they're gonna have access to, but
Okay.
specific functionalities, not a set of functionalities based on a role.
I don't think it's necessary. Just one specific role have how many assets they have, and
Yeah,
then
but
if
then
I
we
choose
have to go to a different
different
functionality
page and
and
then-
establish those
those roles
functionalities.
and what authorization they have.
It's all right.
Have fun.
So this is not going to be here. So that the user can access the application. Okay, and then I guess this is the last one.
So this is for this user story that you just added. Is for saving when you're modifying or saving when you're creating a new one?
We could do both.
Yeah, just say create or edit the user information.
The users, save the users, save an existent or
new users information.
information.
Yeah.
I guess this is it. And then we could have here user roles.
User role setting page.
User roles setting page settings. This, yeah.
So how it would work? Will it work? It's like creating groups.
Yeah, we're going to create. It's going to be
3 basic groups, or 2. Well, yeah, 3
Uh-huh.
basic groups like administrator, managers, and chef users.
yeah.
And then you will put all the users in every single specific group.
No, actually, the roles are going to be assigned in the user account. Like
Yeah,
you-
which is
well,
it is kind of group. Yeah, that's
it's
fine.
the same. It doesn't matter
It's-
if we do it in the user roles or in the user account.
doesn't matter at all.
But here in the user roles, we're going to establish
What privilege they have.
which functionalities each
Mhm.
role will have access to.
Maybe here we should also establish their bakery group, because we said that we could have many bakeries, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like not So many bakeries will use our webs.
No.
No?
Maybe in the user account. No, wait. I'm thinking as an SAP model stuff. We have to create a company and then we have to create everything. But in this case,
So what is the question again?
no, because
Yes,
remember at the beginning when we were discussing the early
Mhm.
meetings, we mentioned that we wanted to have many bakeries using our application,
Yes.
and we could have only one
Several
administrator
companies.
team.
Oh.
So
okay.
the administrator should have access to all
To
the
all of them.
clients,
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
customers.
Yeah. I got it. I
So,
got the idea.
like a recipe user is able to see the recipe just of his own company.
I understand. Yeah. I understand. So I don't know what the Google do.
Huh?
What does Google do?
Google?
Is he able to access to every single account?
Probably.
Probably, right? So perhaps if what I'm saying is it's like try to figure it out what the best practice is. That's why I'm asking this.
So whenever I would say in terms of process, whenever they hire, our application is not going to be sold to them. It's going to be a service, software as a
Alright.
service, right?
All right.
We're going to provide us this service to the company.
Therefore, as a service, you should be able to access.
So whenever they want to purchase our service, we're going to create the company, and then the user should be related to that company. But then this is also part of the administrator role.
administrator role. Yeah, definitely.
So we're going to create another functionality here, which is create a company. Customer not customer management. It should be
Yeah, it should be something like
maybe business group
business. Yeah, business group management.
management.
No,
What do you think? She looks.
She's scared. She's
uncomfortable.
looking
I think it's too many stuff.
It's
now.
getting bigger, right?
Yeah. I don't think it's necessary.
but
You
you
can
know
just
what?
assume that this, like, for example,
For this,
if the company buy our service, we can create a domain for them. So each of them should only have one. They have their own specific database. It's not
we
combining
deploy the
everything.
same application in different
Sounds good
domains.
for me. Sounds good to me. And as administrator, you will have access without having any problem of creating. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
good.
So this, like,
Yeah, they should have like a separate server. I'm sorry,
Uh-huh.
and then you won't be able to worry about that of creating companies or anything.
Mhm.
I agree.
And whenever someone decides to leave to
Then you shut the server out.
yeah
You mean the whole company?
yeah
Yeah, you shut the server out, and that's it. Very simple.
just like you're selling a software to them.
yeah like
And
yeah,
you
but-
don't give
and
me
that
an
was- I
annual
was
fee,
thinking-
I will just shut it down.
Exactly.
I was thinking as for managing the whole thing it's actually easier maybe because if we had only one server we would have to deal with people who are
No.
inactive.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's like you can have one single server, and then you will actually create a policy of getting that data for a certain amount of time. Otherwise, you will get rid of it. But that's afterwards. You don't have to worry about that. What I'm saying is using as a different domain is better.
Yeah, well, I guess for now it's sorry. As an administrator, I want to be able to establish which functionalities a specific role will have access to. So that what? So that sensitive information will not be available to all the users, something like that.
Yeah.
Or the sensitive information will be available according to user specification or privilege, or
So that access
Unauthorized people.
will be
to authorized people. Yeah.
will only be available to authorized people.
Or users or
Personnel.
personal.
Double L? No.
I think it's double N, no? Isn't it?
I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we should check this.
Let me check.
What kind of functionalities will be listed in here?
The user roles.
No, is that which functionalities? For example, because I'm thinking about, when I read the story, I'm thinking about how should I implement the page, right? So it's supposed to be a chat box, I guess, right? So the chat box, how many options do I have?
That would depend on the user stories.
No.
No?
I mean, whenever she selects a user, there should be a list of functionalities that should be, sorry. You select a user role, and then you go there, either a checkbox or maybe two lists, like available functionalities and selected functionalities could also work.
Yeah, I'm asking what functionalities.
What functionalities?
Yeah.
Oh, like
Shall we list a
we
note
should
here?
list. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the story is the only thing we have for the developer right now, right? So it's supposed to like make it clear as possible, so that if I'm the developer, I know exactly what should I write right now, right?
Available functionalities. We should add recipe, view recipe, viewing.
So
Add
that's
the
what I'm saying.
recipe.
It's basically all the user stories will be writing. We have been writing so far.
Mm-hmm.
It's like all the user stories is the functionality that you are talking about.
But it's different. For example, like for the manager, they don't have the add recipe, right?
That's what I'm saying. So the manager role shouldn't uncheck that option of functionality.
But that's only default, right? So I can still have the option to change it.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
That's what I see it. I don't know. That's how I see it.
So
I mean,
we have the possibility to customize inside a group of your user role with the functionalities.
If we are following this path, I guess.
Because we made just 3 user roles to have just 3 standard.
Yeah, but we're not gonna hard code that. Afterwards, we can have different roles. It's easier to manage if we do that. I mean, later.
And actually, you can create like super chef, for instance.
Super chef.
A super chef or a super user.
Edit user, edit. Okay, so actually
So delete also.
delete. Are we deleting ingredients? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Or recipes.
I don't think so.
You can
I think-
delete recipes.
Recipe.
we never talk about it. I think that the best way to put it is deactivate them, but not delete them. Not delete them.
What if you?
Deactivate is like something that will be stored, but
What if by
I think it's a
mistake
better way because you want to keep it record even though
Yeah.
you're not using the recipe
Exactly.
anymore, right?
Yeah, we should review all the other
User stories.
user stories afterwards. But User. Yeah. I'm gonna put the question mark just. Add user. Edit user account. Edit user roles, maybe.
So the administrator
Yeah,
can
actually,
decide this.
actually, this should not be here. This should be administrator should be default.
Yeah, like
It should be like
otherwise-
all access to the administrator. And that's it.
Yeah, then we should put it to the story,
Sorry?
saying the user roles management is only like related to the manager and the recipe user.
Sorry?
The user role setting,
Uh-huh.
there's only two kind of user roles for them to set.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, if we're creating a user roles page, we can actually create more user roles. But for now, we can have.
we didn't put the profit, the cost stuff, the functionalities
We didn't.
in here.
Oh yeah. Profit margin. Edit. Edit ingredient cost. Edit conversion, right?
Maybe it's inside edit ingredient already.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if you have access to edit ingredient cost, then you should, well, anyways. These details we're gonna have to, when we write the detailed design, it's gonna be.
Do you have detailed design?
Actually, we're gonna plan it already, right?
Yeah. So this is
I'm thinking
all the
if
document we
someone-
have for
If
developers.
someone edits the ingredient, is there a possibility that they do not have the right to edit costs? There is, right? If the chef is doing it, they're not gonna edit the price, so it should be different authorization. Margin, administrator rules, maybe they're gonna kick us out of here. I guess I should put some notes here. Another note is that user authorization restrictions do not apply to the administrator. Administrator has full access to the application.
Yes.
Yes.
That's hard. I mean, breathtaking.
It's a mini heart attack.
Yeah, I guess this is it, right? Well, as the customer, I need to write the acceptance criteria.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to do as much as I can today, so that we can go to the next step, which is estimating tomorrow.
Okay, great.
Okay.
And okay, that's fine. I will come with an idea of doing the Delphi, but I think we already have pretty much.
Yeah, well, actually, we can have everyone texting me,
Exactly.
but
But we can
via the direct message. It shouldn't be. Maybe someone, if you guys use WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, yeah.
We could
Yeah,
use that.
yeah.
For this
to be
user
a
story,
way
how many
to make it
hours?
simple.
Yeah.
To make it simple.
So when are we
Okay.
doing that?
Tomorrow at 8:30 sharp.
Okay, during the
East
meeting
time.
right?
Eastern
okay,
time.
okay.
Yeah, we have a meeting with our client
Yes.
at 10.
Okay. So do we need to reorganize the chart as well? Because when I see usually,
I'm gonna refine that.
yeah, this part is the user story, so it should not in the diagram, right?
Actually, this prototype is actually for this purpose.
Yes.
To write.
That's the
user story.
purpose of
Really?
this prototype. Yes.
Okay.
But then we have to refine it. I'm gonna do it.
So how about the fact that the administrator has access to all the other functionalities is summarized here in this
until he said-
sentence? All the other
Stop.
user story related to all the other functionalities,
Yeah.
not specific for the administrator. So we need to add them
Yeah,
again,
almost 2
or
hours.
we just say
I just put a note. I don't know if we need to.
Oh,
do
we are
that.
not
it's
recording.
redundant to rewrite
Okay.
everything.
I guess this is it actually.
Okay, so shall we stop recording? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for everything.
Thank you very much, guys.
Bye.